Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to discuss what California is doing to alleviate the high gas prices as you see here in this picture, what the state of California wants to do, what Governor Newsom, the governor of California, wants to do. So if you're interested in that, continue watching and we're going to discuss this. This video is going to be mainly for those who live in the state of California, but if you're in, if you don't live in California and you just want to learn some new information, you could watch it as well. So let's talk about that right now. Let's talk about what's going to be on the table or what's being discussed right now, what ideas they're throwing out there to alleviate the gas prices that Californians are paying, which is one of the highest in the country, if not the highest. But one thing that they're proposing is that they give you, the taxpayer, $400. Now, this applies to anyone who has filed a state income tax return for 2021. And if you have filed your tax return and you're in the California tax franchise, I think is what it is, if you're in their database of you completing your California state taxes, you are going to get $400. And this is not going to matter if you, it doesn't matter if you own a car or not. You are going to get a $400 rebate regardless of the fact if you own a car or if you don't own a car. So that's what they're looking into doing. That's one of the proposals. And of course, I do want to mention something about that after I mention the second proposal, which here's the second proposal. The second proposal was introduced by the governor of California, and he has said that it will be $400, but what they're going to do is that they're not going to necessarily give every taxpayer $400, but they're going to go under the DMV database. And so if you have a car that is registered to you, you will get $400. And in addition, it's going to cover up to 2 vehicles. So let's say you own 2 vehicles and both of them are registered in your name. Well, you're going to get, instead of $400, you're going to get $800. Now, the interesting thing about this is that it's going to be different than the first proposal that I just mentioned, because it's only going to go to people who own a car. Now, I'm going to talk about what I think about it a little bit and, just what my opinion is. And I have mixed opinions on it, really. Now, the first proposal is basically give everyone in the state $400, everyone that has paid their taxes and filed their state income tax. Regardless if you don't own a car. I kind of see how people would like that a little bit more than the second proposal, because what would occur in this case is that, if someone who doesn't get a car is going to be getting this money. So it's ideal for them because the cost of living, inflation, and all of this is out of control now. And so it's going to help more people if you give the $400 to people who have paid taxes as well, and not only to those who own a car. Now, as for the second proposal, some may say, well, why would we give a gas tax rebate to someone who does not even own a car? It doesn't make any sense, right? It should only go to people who own cars, and maybe even to go a step beyond that, it should only go to people who have cars with combustible engines in them, meaning that it's not a Tesla. If you drive an EV, you shouldn't be getting this. But anyways, what I think is that when it comes to the second proposal, I think it's pretty good as well, because this one means that if you have more than one car, if you have 2 cars, for example, me, I have a Toyota Corolla I use for Uber and Lyft, and I have a Lexus IS250 that I drive for personal usage. That's 2 cars registered in my name. Under this proposal, if it is passed, I will get $800 versus the sole only $400 that is being offered in the first proposal. Now, I think that one alternative to all of this, and I've actually read this on forums and such, is what the state of California should do, and I could kind of see the bigger picture here too, is just cut the gas tax temporarily. I think it's the exact number is what, 61 cents a gallon? You could correct me if I'm wrong on that. But if we actually get rid of the gas tax temporarily, that's going to shave off 60 cents or whatever it is, the exact number is, per gallon. And so interestingly enough, that's how they came up with the $400. They basically checked I mean, I guess they calculated how many times Americans fill up their gas tanks per year, and then they just what they ended up getting was with all the gallons that they're using per year, they're multiplying that by whatever the uh, price per gallon is, whatever the tax is on top of that, and they came up with the value of close to $400. So that's how that number came up to be, in case you're wondering. But yes, so what I think, I have different opinions on it. And I want to know what you think as well. Do you think it should be the first option where every single California resident who has paid their taxes, regardless of them owning a car or not, should they get this? Or should it be DMV records up to 2 vehicles and you're going to be covered $800? Or should it just be, and this doesn't have a chance of passing, I think they even tried to pass this already, but it didn't even work. But I'll just throw it out there. Should they have, what they should have done, should they have repealed the gas tax and temporarily gotten rid of that? But anyways, let me know. My opinion is, this is just because everyone's situation is going to be different. But for me, I feel like that the 2 cars, because I have 2 cars, $800, right? I mean, so it's kind of a no-brainer there. I would prefer that one over the sole 100. But my heart really goes out to many, many Californians who are struggling and who don't have a car and who are struggling to pay the high cost, and bread and groceries, everything is going up now. So they would actually benefit from that. And, I feel for them as well. So if it ends up that I don't get the 800 because it's up to 2 cars under the second proposal, and it goes to every single California taxpayer who has filed their taxes, I wouldn't mind that either, because at least I know it's helping more people. And it's, that's more money to go around as well and it covers more people who, especially people who might need it, So that's what my thoughts are. Those were the propositions that California is wanting to give out or wanting to pass. Now, when it comes to time frame, we don't know when that's going to be, but I've heard from a very good friend of mine. I'm a member of her live streams. Her channel name is Shelly's Millions. She said something around July, and even then that was speculation. So we're just going to have to see, because this thing has to pass first before you have any chance at all of getting this money. And then even when they pass it, they're going to have to find a way. They're going to have to find a way to distribute it. So is it going to be debit card? Is it going to be direct deposit? We don't know those details yet. But that's all I have to say about this, and I will update you more on if I get any more information about this gas tax rebate. But please stick around in my channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. Do subscribe. And if you are already subscribed, thank you for sticking around. I know my channel's very random and it's all over the frickin' place. But thank you again. It was my pleasure telling you what is proposed, what my opinion is, and I want to know what your opinion is. Please let me know what do you think the state should do, because I just addressed my opinion. I want to know yours. But have a good day, take care, and God bless.